Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Once again, my name is Brandon. I'm an acting and performance coach, and today we are going to be watching and reacting and commentating on Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 1, Episode 3, The Witch.
She's a witchy!
This is certainly not one of the worst episodes of the first season. We're starting off strong. There are some clunkers to come. We all know that, but this is actually potentially one of the better episodes of the entire first season, and I'm excited to jump into it. Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 1, Episode 3, The Witch.
This is madness. You enslave yourself to this cult?
You don't like the color?
A great example of this sort of Whedon type humor that made this show really great.
I told you, I'm trying out for the cheerleading.
Not to mention her chemistry, just leaping off the screen.
You were chosen to destroy vampires, not to wave pom-poms at people.
Look at him discovering his lines. When these two are together, it is just magic.
I just want to have a life. I want to do something normal. Something safe.
Safe in Sunnydale.
Well, good luck with that. I'm ready.
Keep an eye on things like that. Watch while Giles he's a master at doing it, Anthony Stewart Head, at finding his lines and not simply reciting them. He's great. He's great. Have you figured out yet that I kind of like him as an actor? He's amazing. I think I might have mentioned it.
Giles didn't approve, huh?
You haven't seen a vampire in over a week.
Check out the ADR again. This whole first season seems to be swimming in it.
I didn't know you wanted to be a cheerleader. Do you know Buffy?
Hi. Hi.
Oh, how I hate this. Let me count the ways.
That actress, I don't remember her name, but I'm definitely about to look it up.
She trained with Benson.
They have cheerleading coaches?
Oh, yeah. Don't you have? I trained with my mom. 3 hours in the morning, 3 at night.
How much quality time with my mom would probably lead to some quality matricide.
Points for creative use of the word matricide.
Really great.
That girl's on fire!
Enough for the hyperbole.
I love how in the entire room, she's the only one doing anything at all.
It's okay, you're gonna be okay.
Poor girl.
Spontaneous human combustion is rare and scientifically unexplainable.
So we have no idea what caused this.
That's the thrill of living on the Hellmouth.
Again, doing a good job of making him just a little bit creepy.
Pardon me for finding the glass half full.
And he's delivering it so well.
Find out if she's had any colorful episodes before.
That means hacking illegally into the school's computer system.
I'll ask around about her.
You guys don't have to get involved.
What do you mean? Aren't we a team?
Yeah, we're like the Slayerettes.
Love this.
Okay, just...
The solidifying of the Scoobies. The beginning of it all.
What if... Hey,
Hi, how was school?
we had tryouts today.
Oh, great. How'd it go?
There was an accident.
Oh, I know you'll do fine. Just have to get back on the horse.
They nailed it with the platitudes.
Yeah?
What was I trying out for?
Oh, I have no idea. I'm sorry. You know, it might not physically kill you to give me a hand here.
First of all, love this. This is hilarious. And Joyce doesn't notice. Why? Because apparently Joyce doesn't notice anything that Buffy does.
You know, there's this girl, Amy, and she trains with her mom like 3 hours a day.
Sounds like her mom doesn't have a lot to do.
So a few things are happening right now in this scene that are actually pretty interesting from a production standpoint. But most importantly, the acting is very solid. Christine Sutherland is a really good actress. She's a solid character actor. What's interesting to me is she gets a lot of flack. We get a lot of hate floating around about her in the Buffyverse. A few who tend to really like her, and then there's a lot of people who just think she's a horrible mother, that she'd made all these horrible mistakes, she's the cause for a lot of problems in Buffy's life, which is really not true, but in the writing, they do not make her come off well early, and I think that's what happens. She gets soured for so many viewers very early. When you have moments like this, I get it, I understand. I'm a parent. I understand that you have responsibilities, you have things to do outside of your child. But at the same time, she is very much here in this scene painted as an absentee mother, as someone who's there providing financially, potentially, maybe not even necessarily, because we don't know what her father is contributing. And she's opened a new gallery, which means she has means, but she's doing these things. She's so busy, she's working so hard, she's not paying any attention to Buffy. She doesn't meet any of her teachers until the first parent-teacher night. night. She never met the principal until the first parent-teacher night. And here, her daughter was trying out for cheerleading, something she had apparently told her at one point, and she completely forgot. And I get it. Like I said, you're busy. I get being busy. If your kid had behavior problems, and then a couple of months later at a brand new school, you don't know any of her teachers, you don't know any of her friends, and you can't even remember that she's trying out for cheerleading, which is a huge deal. That would be when you would kind of look in the mirror as a parent and think, maybe there's something I can do differently that would help my child not have these behavior problems. Now, she doesn't know about the Slayer thing, the vampires, all this stuff, which again, I get the Joyce hate. At the same time, I really like the character. I think that she's actually a pretty good mom. I just think that we're shown the wrong things. There are going to be moments, and I'll point them out later in this episode and in other episodes, when it's made obvious that she takes an interest in Buffy, when it's made obvious that she cares about Buffy. But for the first several episodes at least, this is what we get of her, this very absent-minded, disinterested mother, which doesn't really endear her to many fans, particularly back when it first came out and most of the fans were in their teens, which maybe that was the point. I don't.
Despite the terrible thing that happened yesterday, we still have to pick new cheerleaders.
So Charisma Carpenter, interesting fact, was actually a cheerleader for a while for an NFL team. I think the Chargers in San Diego.
Team is such a more! Yeah!
You saw that, right? That wasn't me. You saw that, right?
I still wonder how weird it must be as an actor going home and talking to your friends and things. Says, hey, look at me play this 16-year-old girl when you're 27. Then again, as an actor, I also know I would take any part they gave me. If they asked me to play a 16-year-old, I would do
She
it.
took that team and made them tri-county champions. You know, no one's ever done that before. Or since.
She sounds really great, Amy, but it doesn't mean that you need to lockstep as far as this cheerleading thing.
I choked in there so bad.
No, Amy did fine.
She's doing a great job. Look at her.
Wait, no.
More misdirection. They really like to play with your perceptions on this show. Joss was really trying to push the horror angle.
Look, I'm sorry about...
Shh. If your supreme klutziness takes me out of the running, you're gonna be so very beyond sorry.
I love this moment.
Have a nice day.
The little flutter. I don't know if that was her or if that was something that was coached into her, but that was great. She still does the things. She does all these facial things that are just not necessary, that are not really natural. But she has her little moments when she just looks great.
You're lucky.
I made it?
Oh!
I made it.
Okay, not only did you make the team, but you, Miss Summers, are the first alternate, and Amy's number 3.
Sander, alternates are the ones who didn't make the team.
Excuse me.
For I am Xander, king of Cretans.
May all lesser Cretans bow before me. It's really cool to me when I see these sort of bit players come in and do such a good job. She just delivers these lines so well. There's so much sincerity in them. I mean, it's not Othello, it's not Hamlet, but it's really solid TV acting.
Brownie pig out, my house, after school.
Watch her transition.
How many more hours a day can I practice? You know, how much more can I do? This would never happen to my mother. Never.
It was a very smooth transition. There was none of that. Just take a minute when you get a chance, watch that scene, and then go back and watch Cordelia's scene, Charisma Carpenter, whenever she's griping at her by the lockers, and just notice the sort of natural flow from the anxiety of it down to the defeated moment when she leaves, versus the sort of choppy, abrasive journey that Cordelia took in that other scene.
Accept thy sacrifice, Cordelia.
That is not a toasted bagel.
Well, I was thinking, maybe you should think about joining the yearbook staff. I did it. It was a lot of fun.
Have you seen the kids that do yearbook? Nerds pick on them.
Some of the best times I had in school.
This is not the moment for you to get offended and defensive.
I'm not you. And I'm into my own thing.
Your own thing, whatever it is, got you kicked out of school, and we had to move here to find a decent school that would take you. Honey.
This is what I'm talking about.
Great parenting form. A little shaky on the dismount.
At least she's self-aware, right? They really didn't do her any favors as far as like endearing her to the audience.
You're not invisible to Buffy.
It's worse. I'm just a part of the scenery, like an old shoe. Or a rug that you walk in every day but don't even really see it.
More ADR.
Buffy, would you like to...
Is that even Cordelia's locker?
Oh, I don't know. What I'm saying is...
We can make this up later. You don't mind, do you?
Look on Willow's face. It's great. Allison Hannigan does get better and better as even through this first season, we see her grow as an actress. I don't know if she just commits more or if she actually learns to do this, but we start to see her hold her character even in moments when it isn't necessary, particularly because she's not the principal on screen. But that was a good example of it, her holding that look, really engaging with her character, expressing what she would be feeling towards Xander at the moment.
Check the mirror, start the engine, put the car in drive.
I mean, read the room, guys. She's obviously not okay. I think just in general, the adults were not intended to be well liked, except for Giles.
Oh, God. What's happening? I can't see anything.
Those are so uncomfortable, by the way.